Hello, everybody. Long time no see. Um, I have my face big right now because we are going to play Tiny Bookshop today. I downloaded it while I was away. Um, Hopefully, the vacation mode on Twitch worked, so that way you guys could see that I was out of town and not able to stream. There's a fly in front of me. Sorry. Um, but yeah, I'm back now. We should be back to regular streaming schedule of the everyday 5:30 to 7:30 Central Time. And I think Twitch schedules are supposed to adjust to whatever time zone you're in. So I'm going to be watching chat on my phone since I'm playing a PC game because I only technically have one monitor that will work for my PC stuff. I'm trying to figure out, I'm going to try and get like a HDMI extension to give me another port on my computer so I can utilize both monitors that I have in front of me, but I don't have that yet. I'll try and order that so that way if the PC games is something that we want to continue with, which I feel like it will be, that way I can utilize both monitors and not have to use my little tiny phone screen and have to look away from the camera and stream and everything to be able to do that. So that's my plan. But that's going to be probably, if I order it today, at least a couple days before I'm able to do that. But yeah, so the way that we're going to have it set up, which you guys will see, is I'm going to be little tiny in the bottom corner. Because with the way I did play the demo for Tiny Bookshop on my own just to see if it was a game I wanted to play on stream and stuff, because they had a free demo available. So definitely I recommend checking that out if you guys are interested in the game, but maybe aren't sure if it's, enough gameplay for you or anything. But I figured that would be what we play today. So I'm going to go ahead and get the game loaded up. And I'm going to switch to my little tiny self. I'm going to see if I'm too tiny. Like I said, I'm looking to the side just to see on my phone. Hopefully that's big enough. I don't want to be too big, but I don't think a whole lot goes on in this corner that I'm in. So I think that this should be an okay place for me to be. And let me go ahead and get the game loaded up. And then I don't really have a way, audio's working okay for me. Definitely let me know if it's too loud or anything. When, the game doesn't have a whole lot of, it doesn't have any dialogue talking from what I could tell from the demo. There will be some reading going on from me. But it does have this nice little chill background music. So everything looks good for me, I think. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. And I'm going to go ahead and just have chat pulled up on my phone. So it said, I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. And this game looks super cute, so I'm very excited to play. And I hopefully have my notification volume and stuff off, so that way those notifications don't interrupt us or anything. And it looks so cute. I'm so excited for this one. So we have our first customer. My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Let's see. Let's go with what? How? Oh, don't worry. I have my sources. Anyway, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tilde. I think Tildy. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see, you should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? She found a crime book. Bravo, you have the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Another Robert Louis Stevenson for the shelf. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance at any time by hovering over the genres on the right. Okay. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Cute! I'm very excited. This is very fun. Oh, look. She has her little face up here. I'm going to move my drink to the other side. Okay, we have a couple more people coming in. So we have crime, drama, fact, fantasy, classic, kids, and travel. And this shows us our books. Hi there, you're the bookseller, right? Fern. I see you already talked to Tildy. Did she know everything about you already? Ha, yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Buxtonbury Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so, for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? Needed an escape, searching for where I belong, or wanted an adventure? Let's do searching for where I belong. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy, but a bit intimidating or friendly, I think. We'll go friendly. Don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now if you don't mind. See you around? Okay, cute. We have a little newspaper interview. That's fun. So we can see our money up here, and I'm assuming this is what we've had versus what we've earned or lost. We can lose money. Okay, we have the weather. Nice and sunny today. Now, I did play the demo, like I said, but I did start a whole new game for stream, because it was going to pick up where the demo left off. So definitely keep that in mind, too, if you're wanting to check out a little bit of the beginning part of the game. The demo was probably maybe about 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay, so... Okay, and it looks like we're packing up shop. The Buxtonbury Review, filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. The Buxtonbury Review reports on the goings-on around town. Let's see. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather, and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket, and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. there's a free one, so we'll grab that. Those should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any book selling venture. Okay. What do I do now? Okay. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. A bit prickly, but has a heart of gold. While equipped, plus 2% to drama sale chance, plus 2% danger. Plant, standing, small, dangerous. Okay. Click the newspaper by toggling it off in the item bar. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here, you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, amongst other things. Click here to customize your bookshop, okay? This is your inventory. Click and drag an item to place it in your bookshop. Now drop the item into one of the highlighted spots. We can just put it on the ground. I think we should put it like in the window. Nice, you got a boost. Some items can increase your sale chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Oh, okay. Hover over an item to check out what it does. Well, we did read that already. To remove an item, simply right-click. You can decorate inside or outside your shop. Just click here. Oh, what is this? Wait, well, let me put it down. So we can have 2 bookshelves? Click here to manage your inventory by different categories. Oh no, it's just moving the one we already have. What is happening? Try selecting the paints category to begin painting your bookshop. Okay. I kind of like the green though. Oh look, we can paint the roof. Or like the edges and stuff. Or the trim, I should say. I want to have the main parts green. Looks like you don't have a shelf equipped. Make sure to equip one now to continue. But I want to do... I like having the, yeah, like black accent. Cute. That's how my Animal Crossing house looks too. It's black and green. So I like those colors together. Okay, let's put our bookshelf back up because I don't know why it was making me pick it up. Once you've satisfied your inner interior decorator, click this button to save and return. Oh, we got a books sign. And a folding table and a guest book. Okay, well let's go ahead and put those up then. Let's see. I'm not sure how to get back to the like everything. Oh, all items. Oh, our cactus isn't up. Let's see. Let's put the cactus in the window. Our book sign. We can, oh look, and it's colored like our shop. That's cute. We have a table and a guest book. Oh, people left some sweet messages in here. +2 customer count. If sold more than 10 books yesterday, +5 customer count. Okay. Oh, we can put that on the table. We'll put it there. Actually, I kind of want it on the other side. I think that looks better. Okay, so I think we're good with the decorating. Welcome to Buxtonbury. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. Okay, there's quite a few little areas you can go to. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. Okay. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it to start stocking your shelves. Click to place the selected genre into your shelf. Click and drag to place multiple books. Nice, this book is now in your shop. So we can hold 40 books. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Check the sale chance by hovering over the books on the right. Okay. You can remove books from your shelf with right click. Let's fill up the shelves. No need to leave any empty space. So let's see. We can hold 40 books and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. So we could have at least 5 of each. So let's get to 5 of the ones that we have more of. And then in drama, especially because it has an up chance. I should do like by colors or something. Not necessarily like a rainbow. I don't really like rainbow shelves, but at least have the genres together. I feel like 4, 5. So we'll do 5 of each. Maybe I should leave a space in between because we will have room for others. 5. Let's see. Oop. And then we have room for 5 more. So let's do another drama. So we'll put it here and we'll just kind of shift all of these. There's probably a better way to do this, but. And then we did the drama because it has a little bit of a boost. And then I guess we can do, what do we have most of? We'll go ahead and do another classic because we just have 1 left of it. And then we need 3 more. We can go ahead and do another fact one. And we'll go ahead and do another fantasy 2. So now I'm kind of losing what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, we were going to do another classic because we just had 1 left of it. Is that it? Oh, we have 1 more. Let's see. We'll just do another travel one since it'll be easier. Your shelves are ready. Let's go set up shop or keep adjusting your selection. We'll go ahead and go set up shop. See if we can get any books sold. Sorry, I was just checking, make sure everything looks okay. Did you notice you can look around a location? Click and drag to move your view. Ah, cool. You can interact with things by clicking on them. Let's pick up this buoy. Buoy, oh buoy. While equipped, plus 1% to travel sale chance. Okay, so we can add that to our bookshop. Can we click on this? Oh. Whoops. I'm just gonna, clicking on random stuff to see what we can get. I don't know if there's any other like little secrets. Cute. What do we have over here? Coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. We'll go ahead and read on. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, probably using them to nest in. Lastly, there's a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water's surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. I've seen videos where sea turtles have barnacles like all over their shells, or like there's this guy too, and I think he calls himself like the friendliest catch, and he catches crabs and stuff, and he removes barnacles off of them too. But I've seen like rescuers and stuff take the barnacles off of like sea turtles and stuff, so that's pretty cool. Hi Johnny, how are you? Let's see, I heard another thing. Oh, Johnny, thank you for the follow. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you've gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Okay, good. I'm glad I could hear your notification too, because I'm looking at chat on my phone, so that's why I'm like looking away to be able to see. Let me see if I can move this to a better spot. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. So yeah, let's go ahead and open. We are on just our second day of doing our tiny bookshop. I actually really, really like it. It's super fun. We're kind of starting at the beginning, but I did play the demo and I really enjoyed it. So we're still kind of in the demo area, but I'm really liking it so far. So hopefully people on stream like it too. Have you played it before? Do you like it? And my Wednesday is going good, so I hope yours is too. Seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later. Okay. Do we have anything else? Doesn't look like it. Oh, didn't mean to click that again. We'll go ahead and open up. Ah, look at all of our decorations. Oh no. Yeah, I live in Texas, so we do have some wild critters that come on our porch and stuff sometimes. We've had a armadillo, we've had a possum, and like a little group of raccoons too. Because I used to keep squirrel food out there to feed the squirrels, and then the raccoons sort of took that over. So I had to find a new place to keep the squirrel food. But what kind of wild animal was your experience with? I think I'm going to move this more. I'm going to move it to a different spot again. While we're getting some customers. Look at all the people coming. Oh, and Tildy's back. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Ah, fun! Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Cafe Liberté as soon as you can. Visit this lively spot in the town center. Cool. Oh, a challenge. Meet Tildy at the cafe. Tildy asked you to meet her at the cafe in town. Seems like she won't accept no for an answer. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Oh, okay. Interesting that the little seagull is just chilling next to him. Challenge unlocked. Ahoy, matey. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. He's usually sitting by the stairs at the waterfront. Okay. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? Your journal for all your planning needs. Thanks, Tildy. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Bye. Oh, Fern. Hey, what are you doing here? So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh. I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. So sorry. Sorry. He's apologizing a lot. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. This spot is a popular destination for families in the summer. Afternoon at the seaside. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. When I was a kid, I used to always tell my friend's mom I secretly wanted to be sprayed by a skunk just to see what it would be like. So that was quite an experience. Oh no! There is, I used to work at a vet's office, and my vet, because we sometimes did wild animal stuff. We never worked on a skunk. I did work on raccoons a couple times. But she had this concoction that she used for dogs who got sprayed by skunks. And it was peroxide, baking soda, and Dawn dish soap. And that's supposed to help remove the smell. So I think it would work. I know, like, they say tomato juice and stuff, but it really did help with the dogs. So, I mean, you could definitely try that. Oh, good. That's great. But yeah, little tip. It is definitely supposed to work, and it's pet safe too. So, but yeah, glad that the skunk didn't do anything else crazy. But yeah, definitely not a fun experience, I'm sure. My vet had worked on the skunks before while I was there. I just never worked on any. But she said that the skunks she worked on, they were obviously pretty domesticated. So in Texas, you're legally not supposed to own any kind of wild animal. So she always had to tell people, we can only work on them like once because, as like an emergency kind of thing. But yeah, she worked on skunks that weren't even descented or anything, so they were capable of still spraying, and they just never did because these people had them as pets. But so yeah, I mean, it's cool you got to be up and close with a skunk, but yes, me too. I like if we're driving down a road and we can smell a skunk. I'm not like I don't have like a visceral reaction. It's not like super like awful to me. I mean, it's not like a good smell, but I like can handle it. It's not anything too crazy. So yeah, I totally agree with you on that one too. Let's see. I'm not really a beach person, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. You got the journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Just click the journal in your item bar. Okay. Sorry, moving my phone again because I don't really know where a good place for it is. I really need to get a little like second HDMI port so I can use both my monitors and not have to use my phone. But this is the first PC game that I'm playing on stream, so. My girlfriend and her sisters actually secretly enjoy the smell of skunk. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like gonna seek it out, I guess. Like, I wouldn't look for it anywhere, but yeah, I really don't mind it. I'm not like, gonna have a freak out if I smell a skunk when I'm driving or anything. I'm just like, there's a skunk. It's kind of the vibe I'm with, at least. But I mean, hey, no, more power to you if you super like the smell. I like the smell of like gasoline, which I know is not good for you at all. So like, I get like where you're coming from, Yes, literally. Here you can track which genres you have sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. This is the total number of books you sold here. Oh, okay. Check back here for hints and events as you discover more. Don't forget your sunscreen, that's cute. Far Beach, the perfect place to sunbathe with a book this summer. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonbury. You collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps, as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Oh, okay. Cool. Click on the arrows in the corners to flip to another page. Click one of the bookmarks to quickly navigate between the different chapters of the journal. Okay, so there's like quite a bit of stuff. We have characters. What happens if I click on one of them? You found a character entry. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. Cool. It includes genres they like, personal information, and where you last saw them. Sometimes characters will have requests for you to fulfill. Okay. You can check up on them here to track your progress. Cool. So it looks like we have quite a few different places to visit and then different stamps for each of them to collect. We have a few characters to meet. On this page, you can see the different items and effects currently affecting your bookshop. Make sure to use this page if you're ever unsure what something does, or when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Okay, that's cool. We can see all of the items we have decorated, our books and effects and everything. The calendar gives you an overview of what's happened and will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure what's going on around town. Simply click on one of the days to see more details. Well, this is the first one with an event, so these are characters that we've seen on this day, I guess. You can click on past days too, that's cool. So what is this? Looks like it happens every Saturday. Weekly flea market. Summer bonfire. Celebrate the end of the season with everyone at the beach. Okay, so that's kind of giving like Stardew Valley vibes with the way they have the sort of seasons as the months and stuff. And then events happening on certain days. I'm assuming there's potential to miss the events, but I don't know. I know in Stardew you can miss them if you don't like make it to wherever the event is happening on time. Well, let's see what's going on with Walt here. Was that his name? I think so. Yeah. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Stamp collected. Introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. Made the acquaintance. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I have some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. So, okay, they're a little expensive, Walt. I don't know if I can get any of those. I do like the globe. I've always wanted a globe for some reason. Like in real life, obviously. Or we have a little fish. Echoes the wisdom of the sea. Oh, you can see the effects. I didn't even notice that. But they're a little expensive for us right now since we're just starting off, and we would probably need to buy more books. That's probably like what's going to be on the forefront right now, so we'll wait to buy anything from him. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Okay, so a new stamp challenge. I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. How fun. Okay, so we can just... Oh, we've already served 2 of them. And I'm assuming his sailor friends are the other people in little stripes. We should... I wonder if this is working yet. Nope, still out of order. Ah, there's a dog! Stray dog. Hello. I do talk to my animals in real life, so why not talk to the animals in the game too? This little stray seems a bit hungry. Throw the dog a treat. Feed the stray. The stray you meet seems really hungry. That stray you met. Oh my goodness. Why don't you throw him a bone or something? Okay, well, how do I do that? Would you like to pet the dog? Ah, yes. Love a dog. Oh, cute. Oh, and it looks like it's time to pack up shop. I wonder how I get him a treat. If I can buy like a little food or something. I'm not really sure how this stream setup on my phone works, so I'm kind of just looking at stuff, but sorry about that. Let's see. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. Be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Oh, I didn't read the newspaper from yesterday, but we can go ahead and read today's. Park management looking for volunteers. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Buxtonbury community have repeatedly expressed the wish for a restoration effort. Led by students of St. Buxton University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources to the much-needed repairs. Bay cluttered by buoys, local fishers' nets are full of unregistered buoys. I wonder if these are kind of like based on real events or anything. That would be cool. So let's see. We have a little bell or cooler, but those are out of our price range right now. So we have the vintage kids books, which are on a bit of a sale. Old childhood favorites. We got a couple of those. And dystopic fiction featuring amazing cover art. That's cool. So we'll get the vintage one. And we'll go ahead and grab a grandma one and one of these too. I think that's going to leave us where we're kind of stuck in the same area. Well, maybe not. It's $6 to go back to the place that we were. So we'll see if we can. I say dollars, 6 coins, whatever. We'll see if we can go to a different place. 50 fantasy books. Okay, that's crazy. Well, we might as well go and buy this one. It's the last one. And it's only 5. Cute. Okay, so we have some new stuff to decorate with. Which I'm clicking, but it's not. Maybe I have to get out of the newspaper first. Okay, yeah, so we only have 10. So we will have to go back to Waterfront before we can go to the cafe or the beach. But we'll keep that in mind for next time. We have a little buoy we can decorate with, though. We can put it on either side. I don't want it to cover our books sign, though. We'll put it there. And, okay, here's our boosts. I guess that's really all we have to decorate with, though. So we'll just go ahead and go back to the Waterfront. And let's see. What do we need to stock back up on? So we also have a boost with the travel. So we'll want to keep some extras of those. We have tons of fantasy. So we might make sure we do an extra with that one. Yeah, I think 7 for the fantasy is fine. As long as we have at least 5 for each. We'll have to look into getting another bookshelf so we can expand our amount that we can have. I still don't have a snack for the dog though, so. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as the weather, visitors, or special states. Is that what that said? You can also read up what something does by looking at the tooltips. Okay. So we have a nice sunny day today. Oh, the dog is still here. Is this fixed yet? I wonder if it's like something we have to fix it, so I'll stop checking unless that comes up. Still asking for food. Do you try it a pet? Yes. Oh, what if we get to keep him later because he's a stray or something? I wonder how we get food for him though. Would Walt have food? So you've met our little mascot. Such a shame though, he shouldn't be sleeping outside. I throw him a fish from time to time. I know he likes those. But I can't take him in, unfortunately. I'm away too often on a catch. Anyway, here's what I've got today. I'm assuming I can't feed the dog the hanging fish. Cheers then. Sometimes when people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Okay. Click the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Oh. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they're looking for. Hi, you're the highlight of my route, however you want to say that. I'm looking for a book about nature, but try to find something with less than 700 pages. Okay. Pay attention to how certain parts of their requests are worded. Some things can be optional, while others are really important to your customer. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for your customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's look for a book that might pique their interest. Click to inspect a book. Oh, these are real books. That's so fun. Here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. The short description, publication date, genre, author, and page count can all be helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this book is a good match? I would say no. It's the 9th volume in a graphic novel series, so I would say no. Once you found a match, try recommending it to them. So, let's see. Book about nature, but less than 700 pages. What about the travel? The Book of Tea. Japanese values of teaism. It's not really nature. How many castles in 7 days? That's cool. Let's see. We have crime. Oh no, I don't remember. Drama, fact, fantasy, a classic, kids, or the travel. I feel like travel would be a good start though. The Travels of Marco Polo. In this totally real travelogue from the 13th century. Okay. Catching carbs. Because Carpum's fishing trip is something special. Maybe let's look in the fact and see. The de Beauvoir family. Follow the triumphs and trials of a remarkable family as the de Beauvoir clan shapes and is challenged by the very history of Buxtonbury. Okay. On the natural flora of Buxtonborough. A taxonomy of the flora of Buxton Bay from the late 16th century with hand-drawn illustrations. Okay, so that might be a contender. Interviews. Explore the life and artistic vision. Black and white photographs. I would say no. We Are Bridges. A memoir. To come to terms with a new stage in her life, Cassandra explores what that family memory means to her. I'd say no. Carries on a tradition of Black women's storytelling. I was curious to read what the rest of the description was. Herbcraft, the power of natural healing and hexing. That's nature-y. Get ready to brew up some magic. A Star Ravenhunt shares the secrets of herbcraft, from natural healing potions to delicious recipes to mischievous hexes. I would say let's go with this one, the Natural Flora. It's less than 700 pages, about nature of his local area, so I feel like that's pretty cool. We'll try that. Ah, we got an achievement. Hobbyist bookseller. A heart, or a perfect recommendation. Oh yes, I just love Mother Nature. You might have just found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Okay, cool. That was fun. Inspired customers. Well, your customers just became inspired. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book. It increases the sale chance across all genres for a short while. 15%. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. Okay. Oh yeah, it's moving pretty fast over there, our little time limit on the inspired, but I think it's cool too how you can see the little stacks of like the books that they're getting and stuff. That's just a cool little detail. Oh, we have Fern back. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. And let's hope the nice weather holds up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. Okay, cool. Whoa, this person's getting a lot. Oh, we have to help somebody else. Just dropping by real quick, I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Earth. I'm sure I'm more of a casual reader. In Search Of is one of my all-time favorites. I don't know what that is. In Search Of. Oh man, we're running out of fact books here. We don't have very many travel books either. Maybe you notice that some books can show up across different genres. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customers might not have been looking. Oh, okay, so the book that they say, oh, like, I like this book, is included in their little chat bubble. That's cool. In Search Of, the newest entry in our In Search Of series, a marvelous view across stunning islands where paradise awaits at every turn, even if you're on a budget. Okay. And they said they like nature. So we have the castles and Journey to the Center of the Earth. Let's see. Do we have anything in the fantasy saga? A Court of Mist and Fury. I literally have that book next to me because I'm kind of in the middle of reading it. I read the first book and then have taken kind of a long break for the second one, but I have started it. I've heard of this, the Silmarillion. Oh yeah, it's the kind of like before. It's like a big. Finally takes his time to write his own religious scripture about the creation of Middle Earth, perfect for all closeted fantasy theologians. It's kind of like, I mean, yeah, kind of like the Bible for Lord of the Rings. White Knight. Wizard Detective Harry Dresden is back. Well, 9th installment. I don't want to recommend A Dance with Dragons, so we have a Game of Thrones, or A Song of Ice and Fire book. But A Dance with Dragons is, yeah, the 5th one, so again, I don't want to recommend. See if we have anything in the classics. Howl and Other Poems. What is that? Nice poems, and then there are those tried by the law in an obscenity trial. Radical, honest, political, soft, holy, and life-changing. Okay, Wuthering Heights, Les Mis, Emma. I don't think any of those would have to do with nature or stunning islands. I mean, we have the potential with the castle one, Dragon Ball, Scarecrow of Oz, Happy Prince and Other Tales, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Again, we're kind of not rocking with nature though. The Bluest Eye, devastating and harrowing consequences of the violence and abuse that were and are still inflicted upon young black girls. Call Me By Your Name, Beloved, an unrivaled piece of gothic historical fiction by Toni Morrison, a master of magical realism. Trauma of slavery and how past hurt can linger like a ghost. I don't know if that would be a good fit. Living in Alaska, based on a true story, will take you on a wild journey through the frozen wilderness of Alaska, filled with heartbreak, resilience, and unexpected turns. That one could be a good contender. Villette. I think we'll try this, Living in Alaska. They don't have a page count or anything, or like a publication date or author or anything, so we'll try this one. Taking you across Alaska, I feel like that'd be cool. Living in Alaska will be my new go-to when it comes to nature. Looks like you've managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. They'll try this one and keep shopping. Yay, we did it! With a difficult one. That one was supposed to be maximum difficulty, I think. Our little inspiration thing sure does run out fast, but Fern is buying up the store. Oh, we have another one that needs help. I didn't even notice. Another difficult one. Oh, I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Earth. I can't get enough of In Search of. So we're kind of rocking with the same thing. We have the, well, somebody bought the castle one, which would have also been a good contender. Let's see. What else do we have? The Outsider. I was gonna say, isn't this Stephen King? Ragtag Team of Heroes. I'm hoping I'm staying in the camera. First to Die. Women's Murder Club series. Carrie in Cold Blood. The Silence of the Lambs. I don't know that any of these would work for another nature person. I don't want to like turn him down though. Or say like, sorry, we don't have anything. Just clicking through since I read through most of these descriptions. I mean, this is the only like, it's kind of, but I mean, it's like a fantasy adventure kind of book, so I don't think this one's gonna work, but it's probably the closest I have. Oh, okay, cool. I was not successfully recommend 3 books in a single day. I was not expecting that to work. Journey to the Center of the Earth will be my new go-to when it comes to nature. Cool, that one was cool. I was like, ooh, I don't know. That was kind of the closest thing that I had. Fern bought up the story. He bought like 6 books, I think. I would love to do this in real life. Have my own. I like the people who have the little free libraries in front of their houses and stuff. I would love to be able to do that, but we rent, so I don't know if like the landlord would let us or anything. But that would be really cool to do. Okay, so we have a free box. We'll go ahead and snatch that up. Had a good little few of selections. We really don't need any more fantasy books for a while. We have like 60 of them. Okay, yeah, and I forgot these numbers include what we have in storage. Heart-pounding mysteries. Stories for kids. We have quite a few kids' books. Lifestyle travel logs. That one's also 40 though. We might wait till the next day to buy any more. Let's see what the newspaper is saying. Saturday market bigger than ever. Today is Thursday. Okay, so this is technically when we get, after we close shop, then we just move to the next day, it looks like. Organizers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions. At our town's ongoing flea market in time, weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's content. Stalls will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records, and more. But whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Staff tip, turning up between 9 and 11 a.m. will guarantee the best bargains. Anonymous poetry discovered at Far Beach. Enigmatic bottled verses captive literature students. Captivate. That's cool. Somebody's like writing little secret things. So we have enough, since we're not buying anything, to go to one of our other locations. I say we give the, so here's time. I say we give the cafe a try. And we'll see what our customers are like at the cafe. So we have no fact books. We did sell out of those. We'll at least get 5 of those on the shelf. We'll replenish our drama because we still have our boost there. We have a boost on the travel, so we'll do 6 of those too. And then let's see. We have a few fantasy, so we want to make sure to get those. Are we missing? Let's see. We don't necessarily have a boost on anything else, but I think we should do an extra drama. And I'm not doing an extra fact. I want to do an extra fantasy. I was just filling in my space there. I don't know. Fact sold out though. But we have quite a few fantasy to get pushing through. So I think this is good. We have at least 5 of each. We have a couple extras. based on what we have our boosts for. Actually, let's take away the extra fantasy because we have a boost on the travel, but I don't want to. We have quite a few kids books too, so I don't want to cut those short. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's head to the cafe. We're going to a new location already, so that's fun. Our little bookshop looks so good. And this is a new little location to check out. I like the different little angle. Completed meet Tildy at the cafe, and there she is. See what we can click on here. There you are. Stamp collected. Seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. Okay, check out Tildy's old bookshop and pick up all 5 of her moving boxes outside. Okay. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. I wonder how we're going to do that. Let's finish our little exploration. I picked up... Oh, are these her boxes? Delivery for Tildy. Bring Tildy's old stuff with you in the flea market on Saturday. She might finally be satisfied with that. And she needs help. Interesting that an old bookseller would need help finding a book, but... I wouldn't mind starting a new series. I wouldn't mind something with a detective. I'm a fan of books like The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. I'm interested to see what you suggest. Okay. The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. This famous whodunit harbors a twist you might not see coming. As Detective Hercule... Oh, it's Poirot. So it's Poirot. I can never know how to say his name because it's French. Poirot, I think. Agatha Christie leaves retirement to review the crime scene. All signs point to a locked room that no one could have gotten into. Okay, let's see what else we have in crime. That's not a series. Is In Cold Blood a series? Pioneering work in the true crime genre. I know they made a movie about Capote. Because he's such a well-known sort of author in the genre. Carrie, also not a series. First book in the Women's Murder Club series takes 4 crime-solving friends through a classic murder mystery. I feel like this is a good one to recommend. We'll give this a try. Because we know, too, that Tildy likes crime and classics, so... I love that I don't have to say goodbye to these characters anytime soon. And it was first in the series. So, yeah, I think that was a good recommendation. I mean, obviously it was. It worked, right? But you are encumbered. The stuff is bulky. You won't be able to carry much else. Okay. Plus 10 daily expenses. Maybe we should have waited a day to get our stuff. Because the market is like 2 in-game days away, so. Let's see. So we checked out this side. Oh no, we have to help somebody else again. Because too, they're like timed and they go by fast. Hello dear, how have you been? I want a mystery plot. I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. Okay. Mystery plot. It's pretty high difficulty, I don't know. God of Small Things. Twins from India. They recall their childhood as they grew up surrounded by family misery, political unrest, and forbidden love. That's sad. Romeo and Juliet. Gothic historical fiction with magical realism. I don't know. Yeah, their big age gap. No kidding. That's not really a mystery. Heartstopper, cute. Also not a mystery plot though. Encyclopedia, I doubt. Flora, interviews. We are bridges. Comes to term with the new state. Oh wait, we looked at that one before. Upgrading and repairing PCs. The Last Wish. The Witcher. I have this book too, but I have not read it. You will find that I have a lot of books, but have not read them. So, Court of Mist and Fury doesn't really have a Feast for Crows. Doesn't have a mystery plot to it either. Fellowship of the Ring. Children's. Goodnight Gorilla. What is this? When the zookeeper isn't looking, this little gorilla isn't the only animal who sneaks out of the zoo. That's cute. Treasure Island, that's kind of a mystery. The first in the classic Famous Five. Something like a thriller, she says, though. Dragon Ball, Scarecrow, Happy Prince and Other Tales. Notes from a Small Island. Okay. Rambles in Germany and Italy. By Mary Shelley, author of Frankenstein. By Train Through Spain. I don't know. We don't really have any thrillery ones. This is kind of our only mystery thing. And it's a children's novel, so I don't know. Oh, okay. Maybe this isn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I was very intimidated by helping people choose books. I feel like I would also be intimidated in real life to do that, so looks perfectly mysterious. Yay! Fern is here with us. Well, we have a lot of people in the bookstore. I wonder if I can stalk while people are here visiting, because we also don't seem to have like a time of day meter to know like how much longer we have in the day or anything. I don't approve of witchcraft and magic and such, and no tragedies, please. But I'm a big fantasy fanatic. I hope it's not too much of a bother. I think he likes fantasy and travel, I think was his other genre, so we'll check there first. So, doesn't like witchcraft, so The Witcher is not going to be it, or magic. Court of Mist and Fury also is magic. Not really, it's like fae. So that one might be a potential mature reading for sure. What else? See, would you consider The Fellowship of the Ring magic? I mean, we have Gandalf, who's a wizard who uses magic, but it's not like a super huge plot point. I feel like The Fellowship of the Ring could be a good potential, but also if he's a fantasy fanatic, he's probably already read The Fellowship of the Ring. Do we have anything? I don't know. I think I'm going to try The Fellowship of the Ring and we'll see. But he's probably... Okay, I was going to say, he may have already read that if he's a fantasy fanatic. But Fellowship of the Ring really tickles my imagination. Interesting term usage there. I feel like I'm leaning down a lot and then you guys can't see my face. Let me like scoop up a little bit here. That's better, I think. Sorry. Maybe I'll try and angle my camera down a little bit more or something. I'm still not super satisfied with the placement of my webcam. Maybe I can like nudge it over to my other monitor a little bit or something. I'll try and figure that out for our next PC stream, which if we're liking this, then I think I'll continue with this tomorrow, but we'll see. Not that I'm not wanting to finish Red Dead Redemption or anything, because I do. Maybe just play like a little bit of that and then a little bit of something else. I don't really know yet. I haven't fully figured that out yet. But if you guys are over Red Dead Redemption, I can finish it on my own if we don't want to watch it on stream. Or maybe I could just record the episodes for YouTube. That's also a potential and something I've thought about. So I can still finish it and get a full playthrough on YouTube. but so we don't have to do it on stream, so that's also an option. If the YouTube people want to let me know in the comments if that is something that they're interested in because they want to see me finish playing that game, then definitely let me know. Okay, so yeah, our more expensive boxes are a little bit on sale. We have more kids' novels, alien adventures with a touch of cyberpunk. That's pretty cool. I feel like that would get us a little bit, all with at least 700 pages. I feel like this one is a good one. And then cartography. Let's do the alien adventures. I feel like that's a good little variety for us. More kids and fantasy, of course. The two genres we have the most of. Many of our readers will have fond memories of so this former bookshop cleared out after Sankalin's retirement. Maybe that's Tildy's name. Store and town center sits empty. Do we get to eventually move into the store? That would be cool. And then also have our little travel thing. That'd be fun. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the Bachendal and Antiquariat at 4 Cyril Plaza, where Tildy Sankalin's doors were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. And while the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see these doors come to their final close. Can Buxton Berry's new mobile bookshop follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Cyril Plaza? Tildy Sankalin interview on page 7. Buxton University announces tuition hike. Student council walkout. Controversy ensues. Interesting. I wonder if that's ever happened in real life. Like I said, I'm curious if some of these like little extra events down here are based on things that have happened in the real world. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. We are on Friday, so tomorrow is the flea market, so we'll have to see how we do there. We'll have to definitely make sure. I would like to get another bookshelf, but I don't really know where we can buy things like that. We went to the cafe. Oh, and the prices have gone up, I see. Interesting. Let's go ahead and go to the beach. We have a stamp where we need to go to the beach 3 times. 3 different days to like explore and everything, so. Okay, so we don't have any more crime. We still have the boost on the drama, so that's one we'll have 6 of. Fact, we have 5. Fantasy, we have quite a few. Let's get 6 of those on the shelves. And same thing with the kids. And let's see. What are we missing? Fact. We'll come back to that. Let's do classic now. And then the travel. But I want to have 5 travel. So, or 6 travel because we have a boost on it. So let's do 6 of, what's one we have? We don't have any more crime. We'll do 6 classic. And then keep our 6 fantasy. That looks good. We'll head to the beach. We are on day 5 already. Summer day 5, I guess we should say. See if there's any little things to collect here. We still have all Tilly's stuff. Oh, and we didn't even go the other way at the cafe. Oh. I wonder how far I can. Oh, there's my ball. That's cool. Okay. Got some little sea stars. Oh. A skull. Pretty sure it's made of plastic. Oh, okay. We should put that up. That's cool. Excuse me, could I get a book, please? Harper. Hi, hi, hi. Can I get a book? I'm utterly obsessed with outer space sci-fi. The War of the Worlds is one of my all-time favorites. Is that a kid's book? One of the first instances of Martians invading Earth. How will humanity defend itself? A great example of the what if they did it to us What if they did it to us what we did to others? Kind of sci-fi horror. Okay. I thought this was a child, but maybe it's not. So let's look at, we just bought some alien-esque books, and it was kids and fantasy that came in. So let's see. Frankenstein, The Witcher, Court of Mist and Fury, Battle of the Labyrinth of Percy Jackson. Interesting that that's not in the kids, because it is kind of a younger read, but not really sci-fi. Ramayana? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Epic folk tale. Huh. Prince Caspian. Oh, I was in love with Prince Caspian when I was a kid in the movies. Loved him. That's not really sci-fi though. Let's look in the kids and see. Oh, then we have, that's interesting. We have those separated because here's the first Narnia book. Frog and Toad. I love Frog and Toad. Also not sci-fi though. A series of unfortunate events. Not really sci-fi either, but love those two. Fantastic Mr. Fox. The House with a Clock in Its Walls. Ticking Time Clock threatens to destroy the world. I never watched the movie or anything. Black Magic Ghosts and I don't know what that is. We'll see if there's anything. Oh, an Alex Cross book. I've heard some controversy about James Patterson. That he has a lot of ghostwriters and stuff. Woman in White. Art teacher finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Still no sci-fi though. The Surgeon. Sadistic serial killers on the loose. Oh. The Outsider. The God of Small Things. Romeo and Juliet. Beloved. Call Me By Your Name. Wuthering Heights. How Fungi Make Our Worlds Change Our Minds. Do we have any alien-y books in the fact section? We went through the fantasy. Slaughterhouse 5. I've wanted to read this, but I have not. Post-war psychological trauma. Canterbury Tales. Richard II. Julius Caesar. Cask of Amontillado. I can't remember what that one's about. Or Journey to the Center of the Earth again. Oh, might be sci-fi, but this is sci-fi thriller, sci-fi horror. Man, I don't know. Did we look at the travel ones? I don't know if they will have anything, but this comic is many things. 50 camper van destinations. Fictional travelogue. Okay. Homage to Catalonia. George Orwell. Let's try. Oof. I have no idea. This one, maybe? It's not really sci-fi horror, though. And I don't think we really had anything in the fantasy section. Battles with Demons. I don't know. I might try. The Witcher's also maybe potential. I say let's try The House with the Clock in Its Walls. But I don't know that that's going to be a good match. Ugh. Puh. Looks like you did not manage to find something for this person. For now, they're done shopping, but maybe they'll come back another time. Okay. That's fair. That one was kind of a tough one. What? I'm already 8 3/4. I'm too old for kids' books. But alright, I'll check it out, I guess. Thanks for letting me read here, by the way. My name's Harper. I'm gonna be back soon, okay? Bye. Sounds good, Harper. We need to put our little plastic skull up that we found. cool that you can like move up and down too. Can't really go this way. But we got our little skull, so. Making money, making moves. This is fun. I do want to put the little skull, but I don't know where. I don't know if we can while we're here either. Check out the journal to see. Still need to figure out. Okay, Walt is one of our people. Harper, favorite genres are fantasy and fact. Oh, it has their pronouns on there. That's cool. Eats facts and trivia for breakfast, is a bit of a know-it-all. And we have her birthday. He, him. Fern is he or they. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my cat. Oh, these are our equipped items, so not necessarily the stuff that we have in storage. Although I think the only other thing is our skull. So yeah, we'll have to remember to put our skull up, but now I can't really remember how we get back to that to decorate, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Oh, we have a book recommendation again. Lovely weather. I want a book that was written by a woman. Looking for a piece of classic literature. Okay. We had the Mary Shelley, who is a classic author, but I think hers might have been in the fact section. She said written by a woman. Those are all men. But we had the Mary Shelley one. I'm not sure with some of these authors. Oh, we do have Frankenstein also. That's also potential. But we had a different one, didn't we? We'll just rock with Frankenstein. That's a very classic, I would say. Marvelous. Frankenstein has been on my TBR practically since it was released. Okay, maybe not that long, but like a while. TBR, for those who are not on the book side of things, is to be read. So it's a book she's wanted to read for a while, basically. I feel like if you're watching this, you are probably in the sort of in the know, right, of book side of the internet and everything. But hey, you never know. I would like to make book content, at least sometimes, but haven't fully committed to making edited videos or anything yet because I don't know that I will really be able to edit. So, Iconic Cafe celebrates 200 years. City awards owner with touching tribute. A family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Cafe Liberté, a mainstay of our town center, has been serving the city for 200 years since its foundation in the early 1800s. It quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commended owner Miriam Debvoir for her efforts in preserving Buxtonbury's history with touching speeches. Meteor shower expected tonight. Keep your eyes on the sky from what is that, 11 p.m. to 3 a.m.? Let's see, do we want to buy anything? We do need some more crime. Thriller collection, that might be one to go for. Let's do that, and we'll do the chunky books too. More fantasy, of course. And then the flea market. This plays the place to be for all those selling used items to happy shoppers. So we do have just enough to go to the flea market, and I think this got added to 10 because we're carrying Tildy's stuff. I think that's what that meant. So let's do some restocking here. And let's see. We need our 6 fantasy. And we have our 6 classics, but we need our 6 kids. And then we are good to go. And we still need to try and figure out let's get our little skull on here. Oh, we can put it on the desk. That's cute. So I want it there or there. Either way, it's cute. Okay. And we are good to head to the flea market and see what that's about. We'll go ahead and open up shop. Visit the flea market. You got to know one of Buxtonbury's most beautiful community hubs. Yay! We've got other little shop owners we can talk to. Flea market dealer. Hey, you seem like the bookish type. What told you that? My bookstore? Can't seem to get rid of this thing. Do you want it? Ah, a typewriter. I love typewriters. It's in good condition and all. I don't know. It just seems cursed. Okay. What's this guy? An art dealer. Bonjour. Oh, look. We can get different colors of paint. Cool. Sorry, we only have 2 cents right now, but feel free to touch the artwork. It's an experience. Got, oh, like little records or something going on. Did you know I'm a really good finder? I always find the best stuff around here. Last time I found some really rare trading cards. And the time before that, my Baba and I bought some really good paint. That was so fun. I think this time I'll look for some sunglasses. How many treasures have you found yet? Think you can beat my record? Buy 7 items at the flea market. Can you scrounge up more forgotten treasures than Harper? Well, good luck trying. Okay, Harper. She's a little bit sassafras. Yeah, we'll come back. Hope you appreciate my masterpieces. I didn't mean to click on him again, but... see what we have on the other side here. Oh, Harper needs our help. We have this shopkeep that we'll talk to. Hi. Can I get a book? It needs to be suitable for an 8-year-old, but I won't read it if it's super dry. Oh, I don't remember her. I think it was fantasy and fact for her favorite genres. Suitable for an 8-year-old, but I won't read it if it's super dry. Attack on Titan. Oh, it's considered mature. Interesting. Carmilla. Well, you didn't know you needed classic gothic. I've never heard of this. Details young Laura's encounter with a new guest at her father's castle, young woman named Carmilla. Percy Jackson, but that's not the first one. That's like the last one or something. But that's kind of for kids. Oh, we do have Narnia. 1951? I did not realize those were that old. Also, did I know? Isn't this the same guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland? C.S. Lewis? Oh, we don't have the first one. I did not realize it was the same author, but I'm pretty sure he's the one who wrote Alice in Wonderland too. We'll try this one. I feel like that's suitable, and it's in her. Prince Caspian is my favorite. Me too, girl. I want to see what this other shop owner is. Oh my gosh, you're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much, it's so cute. I'm Anne, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're swarmed with customers. I hope you still had some time to look around though. Would you like some plants for your shop? I feel like they'd fit in so well with your vibe. Girl, we're broke still. Lovely, thanks for stopping by. I feel bad that we're not getting anything. Also, what are we supposed to do with Tilly's stuff? Can we talk to random people? Somebody else who needs help? Look at them waving, so silly. Just dropping by real quick. I usually prefer factual books. Also, I usually go for the 21st century publications. Really enjoyed Kitchen Rules for Your Family and You. Factual books, 21st century. Spice up your family's kitchen adventures with this delightful guide from cooking tips to family bonding. Discover the recipe for a happy home. Okay, well, let's look in the factuals. 2020, that would be the 21st century. About mushrooms. Fungi. I know that's not just mushrooms, but we have the other flora book, but that, not the 21st century. This one isn't quite the 21st century. It's a little before. This one is 21st century. Let's look in the travel. That might have a sort of non-fiction-y. Her other one was about cooking, though. Really, the only one that we have in the fact one is this mushroom fungi one. Make us healthy, make us sick, make us drunk or high, or grow on our graves once we're gone. Merlin Sheldrake, that is a cool name, lets us in on the secrets of the fungi, the coolest life form on Earth. So I feel like that's a potentially good one. I'm not familiar with this topic yet. I really also need to get some blue light glasses because this monitor and stuff is hurting my eyes. Good to see you found our little flea market. Thank you kindly for your help. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. Let me turn my brightness down on my monitor. That might help. Thank you kindly for your help, dear. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. New memory. Delivery for Tildy. Delivered Tildy's old bookshop furniture to the flea market. She's offering them at a reasonable price. I'll set up my little stand over by the old cannon there. Old cannon? Come by if you want to have a look at what was in those boxes. It could even be useful for you. I was curious about her stuff. Where the heck is the old cannon? I need assistance. Looking for a new piece for my collection. I'm a bit of a history geek, but I don't mind if it's a bit complicated. History. Man behind the masterpieces for the life and artistic vision of the sculpture. A memoir. Fictional travelogue. Let's see. He tells of his time fighting fascists in the Spanish Civil War. That's potentially one. We could try this one. I don't really know of any other history type ones that we have. Julius Caesar. That could be one. It's a play. We'll try that. Okay, unconventional, but I'm interested in the historical aspect. Yay, we did it! Another recommendation. Ooh, turning my monitor down did make it a little dark, the brightness, but... Oh, Klaus is looking a little rough. Look at this dope little shop! Hi, mate. I read about you in the paper. It's such a cool place you've got here. My name's Klaus. I work at the Mega Marché at the moment. Have you been there yet? It has an awfully big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you made a stop there from time to time. Okay, so it's like a supermarket. A busy supermarket serving the community. Maybe there will be some good deals. How are you? Having a good summer? A little bit stressful. Oh man, that's too bad. I hope you get some time off soon. I get it though. My band and I were practicing almost every day last spring before our bassist went abroad. Yeah, we played metal and some punk and stuff. You know, our name is Silence Libri. Because our music is like the opposite of the silence in the library. Let me know what kind of music you're into. I could introduce you to some of our local bands. Is he hitting on us? Alright, I'll check out your books now. But I'll see you later, yeah? Adios. I wonder where this is like supposed to be taking place at. Oh, here's Tildy. I did not see this cannon. Now I assume what I had in the old shop might be of particular use to you since you're also in the book business. Why don't you have a look? We have an armchair, storage box, or a stepladder. But I'm broke still. But that's good to know. Kind of like the vibes of like having an armchair out by the shop to have somebody sit and read. Thanks for stopping by. We're having a nice sunny day. Klaus. Oh, it didn't tell me. Look at this guy running. The running animation is kind of silly. Alright, that was it for the flea market. Time to close up shop. Gutting Gore comes with a free sense of dread. Just a kind of random book collection. Paperback mysteries. Or more vintage kids books. I'm tempted to do the mysteries because we need some more of these other genres. Let's just do the sort of eclectic collection. Ugh, fantasy and kids is killing me. We need to sell some of those up. Let's see, in the paper. Congrats for 1 year, Fern. Books and Berry Review staff recognizes their outstanding contributions. Our dear editor, Fern, has just reached a milestone, 1 year of writing for the review. Our paper was changed for the better when you arrived on the scene for your internship. And since then, we have been graced with such awesome insights into this little town of ours. Writing articles is hard, and I don't know how you manage to do it every day. So hats off to you, Fern. Enjoy your surprise at the office this morning. Books and Berry Review fundraising drive. Support your local small town paper. Cute. What new decoration? Oh yeah, the typewriter. Where the heck are we gonna put this? Having it be here, does that look clunky? Looks like you've just equipped an item that you can activate. Check it out in your item bar and give it a try once you've set up shop. Okay, interesting. We'll have to look at that. Where do we want to go? We have the supermarket available, but we should probably go back to the beach since that's one of our sort of tasks. That's going to take us a few times. Let's see, we're gonna have 5 of those. Oh, but crime is a boost, so let's do 6 of those. We still want 6 drama. And then we need our 5 fact. At least 5 fantasy, but I would like to have 6. But classic also has a boost. So let's try... Kids is down, I think, because of the skull, it said it had like a negative effect on the... So yeah, we'll leave, even though we have a lot of kids' books. We have Up on Travel and these other ones, so I want to keep that. I think that looks pretty good. Good mix. Sorry if my cat has been meowing a long time. I'm only kind of catching a glimpse of him meowing, so hopefully you guys can hear him, but I may have to bump the streaming schedule up another 30 minutes for 5 to 7 when the time change happens, but I'm going to try and keep it 5:30 to 7:30 or invest in some lighting or something. But well, you have item with you that you can activate. Check your item bar and give it a try. Oh, I love the sound of a typewriter. Blank page, huh? It looks nice and pristine like that. Is this the typewriter talking to us? It does kind of look like it has a face. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Your big debut. Get to work on your typewriter and finally start that book you always wanted to write. Okay. So if I do it again... Oh, wait, it's like to come back tomorrow. Or... Okay, yeah. So we'll give that another try. I think we'll have time for it today and maybe one other day, too. So this kid just constantly loses their ball, or... That's funny. We do need to go back to the cafe at some point and go to the other side of that if we can. Ahoy, welcome to Buxtonbury's famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand. Gosh, you're doing so well. Alrighty, I'll finish up my run for today. Cheers. It's interesting that people go for a run and then stop to buy a book and then also have to run back home or wherever with the book. What should I pick? I want something with cute animals, however, absolutely nothing romantic. Okay, cute animals. Probably wouldn't find anything in the crime. True beauty. Okay, sister outsider. Looking for Alaska. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I've read that. The first one. Silent Patient. I have not heard great things about, to be honest. Animals. Animals. There's flora, but no fauna. Starstruck. Somebody's got to live in it, and it might as well be you. Brilliant feminist sci-fi play turned graphic novel. Okay. Kiki's Delivery Service. We follow a little cat, but it's not really super animal-centric, I don't think. Wrinkle in Time. Babel. I have that book. I have not read it, though. Alice. Anne of Green Gables. Midsummer's Night Dream. The Raven. Artemis Fowl. Does that have animals? Not really. Oh. Yeah, this one is a difficult one because I don't really have any super animal heavy books. We could try, what was it? Kiki's Delivery Service, because it doesn't really have any romance. The Raven is kind of about a love story in a way, so, which I'm not really sure that Kiki's Delivery Service does or doesn't. Okay. Looks like that one was a good one. Ooh, crime is double up. Oh, I guess they all are because our customer was inspired. It's cool, I like too that they have this stamp here so you don't have to click through the diary. to see what stamp you're trying to work on or what stamps you have for this area. I like that they're, you know, nicely up here with the weather. Haven't had any bad weather days either, so I'm curious how that affects things. Oh my goodness, look at her with her floaties in her full clothes. Long sleeve shirt and a skirt. That's so funny. Fantasy is my fave. Also, I like historical settings, but I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. Okay. Fantasy, historical settings, not scary. Wrinkle in Time. Babel, I don't think... Well, Babel is a fantasy. It is in a real historical setting. I think it takes place at, like, a college. I can't... Alternate reality? That could be... I don't think it's supposed to be scary, so that's a good potential one. We'll try that one. Because it takes place at a real college, but I cannot for the... I want to say it's like Stanford or Harvard or something, but I'd have to grab my actual book to be able to tell you for sure. Look like you're good at picking up stuff. My mom told me we have to go home, but I don't have all my shells yet. Ever heard of marine biology? Okay, this little girl is a little annoying. It's where you study stuff from the sea, like starfish, mermaids, and clams. Mermaids! That's why I need seashells to look at them for science. Can you pick some up for me, please? Here, I'll give you my special marine biologist device. A jar. Uniquely suited for seashell collection and analysis. Allows you to collect seashells. I picked most of them today, but some more should have washed up by tomorrow. I just need 12 more. Harper studying seashells at the beach. Help her by collecting shells while you have the marine biology device equipped. My mom's calling me again. Okay, bye. Well, let's check and see if she got all the shells from today. Did that... Okay, that did just automatically go. Here's another one. The little sounds are so cool. Look at the little jar just sitting on the ground. Looking for a book featuring folklore. I can't get enough of Moominland Midwinter. The Moomins are lovable small creatures invented by the Finnish illustrator who live a peaceful life in the forest. In the 8th book of the classic children's series, little Moomin troll wakes up during winter hibernation and has to be very brave about it. Book featuring folklore. I feel like fantasy would have been a good genre for that. Is this the first book? Because I know there's a lot of books in the series of unfortunate events. Books. Folklore. Let's see what we have here. What's this True Beauty one again? Oh, yeah. Dictionary of the English Language. She would hate that. I don't think either of these. Ghost Stories from the Grave. That's kind of cool. Maybe Alice. Oh no, Lewis Carroll. So, C.S. Lewis. Maybe it was just Chronicles of Narnia that they wrote. That's my bad. Midsummer's Night's Dream. I feel like Alice could be a good one. I don't really know if it's folklore based, but it is a classic children's story. I think it's for children. That one or the series of unfortunate events I feel like would also be a good one. But I don't really have any folklore-y books. Let's try Alice because it's a little more fantastical. So we'll do that one. Oh, guess that one was not a good one. Maybe I should have gone with the other one. My bad, my bad. Is this a shell? Well, we were able to get 3 today, so. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, we have our little chime to pack up shop. So we'll probably come back here again. See if we can get more shells. We'll get our stamp for having to go 3 days. Is there anything we want to buy? More crime books, which we do kind of need. But we might get this one, the gore one. Used book lots. Vintage science books. Let's see. We're low on classics. We're low on fact. Travel's pretty low. Drama's okay. And crime. So let's see. Maybe we'll just do this assortment and see what we get. Okay, I feel like that was a pretty good option. And let's see. Lighthouse might rouse fright. Rouse? Haunted building comes with a view and resident ghosts. Since the full automation of lighthouses during the 1960s, the Buxton Bay Lighthouse is no longer inhabited. Many passers-by in the following decades have reported signs of paranormal activity. Me and the mates were there yesterday. We found a footprint near the lighthouse, and there was a bloody bang on the door. Gave me a proper fright, it did, says local fisherman's grandson. I will not be doing a British accent. Reclusive lighthouse keeper Gareth Ellis has declined to comment on the sinister happenings. Shell count reaches record highs. Scientists baffled by rare seashell appearance. So I wonder if, like, when we have these little hints, if we go to the places, like in this case, if we go to the beach, if we'll see a ton of shells, or like if we would have gone when we saw the little thing about the poems in the bottles, if we would have found those. So we should use these as little hints, kind of as to where we should go for that day. Let's see, we have something else to decorate with. Oh, it's just the bottle, but we can move it around. I think that's fine. It's not really because we won't keep it for long, I'm assuming. Look at all these places we can go. It's so cool. And I know you can kind of look around. I wonder if more places come available, like out here and stuff. But let's go to the beach again. Yes, we have to stock our shelves. Let's see. Probably do the same tactic that we had. 6 fantasy. Okay, maybe we'll just do 5 fantasy then. How do I adjust this here? Well, the kids' books are down though, so I think stick with the 6 fantasy and the 5 kids' books. But I want 6 of these too. So I think that's why I was doing that, actually. So I could boost. Yeah. Because I want 6 at least of the books that are kind of boosted and stuff, so I think that looks good. And we have some shells to collect. Stamp collected. Afternoon at the seaside. Visit the beach 3 times. You and a growing crowd of customers have thoroughly enjoyed the sun at the beach. We have a nice day again. Give the ball back. So I wonder if I should like constantly look through here for shells. Because it said we had a high shell count today. Let's see what the typewriter's given us. Okay. We're still fermenting our creative juices, it says. Still no shells. So maybe my theory was incorrect. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if another stream would be good for it. I'm curious to see kind of where we can go with it. Finally have time. Whoa, my voice just said something crazy. I finally have time to read. I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. Also, I just need another fantasy novel now. Do you have anything like the Magic City? Out of discontent with his new life, young Philip builds a city out of his toys, books, and game pieces. Next thing he knows, he appears in a life-size version of it, populated with people who need his and Lucy's help. Who's Lucy? So we want a classic fantasy, potentially a children's, because this book is a children's. So let's look at our fantasy. 1993. Man, The Witcher is just hanging on here. That one, Six of Crows, is not a classic. Howl's Moving Castle. I don't really know how old a book has to be considered classic. Artemis Fowl. Interesting that it was in a children's genre before, but now it's moved to the fantasy. Let's look in the children's. Wrinkle in Time. Sci-fi fantasy. They just said fantasy, so no specifics. The Westing Game. The Little Prince. I would consider this a classic. Let's look at our actual classics and see. Haunting of Hill House, I have read. Once Upon a Dreary Midnight, our protagonist is haunted by a raven. This isn't a fantasy, right? No. I'd say A Wrinkle in Time is a good bet. World building sounds impressive. I've never tried that before. Okay. I'll take that as a win. Let's see if we have any shells to collect. Still no shells. I wonder if I can click E when I'm away from my thing to help somebody. What should I pick? I am intent on reading a play. Also, I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy, but I'm not looking for anything too complex or hard to read. We had some Shakespeare, but I don't know if we still have. There's Shakespeare. But is Shakespeare considered hard to read? It's not very long. I'd say we'll go with the Shakespeare. Midsummer Night Dream, I heard they're putting on a new production soon. How did you know? I just had that in my brain and knew that it was on my shelf for people to buy. And you can have up to 3 bookshelves, I think, from the way it looked in the setup. So, summer halls are the best. My parents wanted to go somewhere on holiday, but I said, you can go without me then. I don't want to sit in a car all day. In Buxtonbury, I can just take my bike to the beach. Plus, all of my friends are here. I'd miss out on all the best jokes if I went away. There's only one thing we're missing for the summer. Sandcastles. Sell 15 fantasy at the beach. Interesting. Oh, and more fantasy books, of course. Keep up, will ya? Well, we have plenty of fantasy. Do I have any shells? Look, there's a sandcastle here. Was this here before? And still no shells to collect. I don't understand. Where are all these shells? Oh, that's me saying that. Bye. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Give me something utterly scary. Also, I wouldn't mind something like a thriller, but I don't usually enjoy dry books. That's probably not really scary. The Shining could be scary. We do have a few Stephen King. Dark Places isn't really scary. The Outsider, I don't really think is that scary. The Shining is probably a good bet. Sweet, The Shining, yep, I'm not scared. Okay, I don't know if the book's scarier than the movies, but... And I, unfortunately, have not seen the original The Shining with Jack Nicholson. There might have been one before Jack Nicholson, but I've not seen the Jack Nicholson The Shining. I watched the newer one. I say newer, but it's still old compared to now times, but... Alright. I will probably save the rest. I don't know if I'll have the chance to read the paper again. I'll read the paper just in case it doesn't come back up tomorrow. If we decide to pick back up with this tomorrow, I actually really enjoyed this. We might do like this for maybe an hour and then switch to another game for an hour tomorrow just to get a little bit more progress in this, because I know that way like people don't have to watch the whole, or like, you know, have a whole stream of just one game, because I do have another game that I downloaded and would like to start playing, which is Fran Bow, which is an older game, but I know it's pretty story heavy, kind of puzzly, so I thought that would be a fun one to play on stream. So tomorrow I think we'll probably split the stream in half between Tiny Bookshop and Fran Bow, maybe even only play this for about 30 minutes, because I think we could still make pretty good progress in 30 minutes, and then switch to another game from there. So that is plans for tomorrow, but definitely let me know if you guys would want to see something else. I do have a couple other games on like my Steam wishlist and stuff, just waiting for them to go on sale so I can potentially get those to play with you guys too. But I'll go ahead and read the paper. So we have Buxtonberry's Love of Books. Also, let me check and see if there's anything we want to buy. This one's down 10. English reading material. Let's get this one. Ugh, more fantasy. I'm so over the fantasy. New Tiny Bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the sea, the mobile seller has Buxtonberry's literature scene abuzz. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilde Sankland, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's tastes, the higher the chances they will find what they are looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Bookshop spotted at beach. Beachgoers enjoy new reading material in the sun. So maybe that little thing is like a note from the previous day. But we will go ahead and exit to the main menu. I hope you guys enjoyed watching a little bit of a playthrough of the Tiny Bookshop. We have a cute little scenic view here with the title screen and stuff. I really, really like this game. I think it's very fun to play. We can just play bits and pieces though. We don't have to dedicate a whole stream to it if you guys aren't interested in that. But I would like to continue playing this on stream at least every now and then, or get a little bit of something going on here. But I keep looking at my phone. I should be looking at the camera though, so that's my bad. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we will pick back up and play a little bit of this tomorrow, and then I think we are also going to start with Fran Bow, or Bo, I'm not totally sure how to say it. And then definitely let me know if you guys are interested in seeing some more Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay, because that is also something that we can do on stream, or I can just record it for YouTube and kind of record it as if I was recording a stream. So it would probably still be unedited, but it would still be about 2 hours of gameplay each upload. So definitely let me know if that's also something you guys would want to see instead of me playing it on stream, so that way we can kind of have a couple things going out each day. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the live here. Let's see. Maybe. And yeah, like I said, I will be back tomorrow, so I will see you guys then, and I hope you enjoyed. Sorry it got so dark, and yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, so bye guys.